Hello, I'm Neil Screeton, owner of Screeton's Limited Chartered Accountants. Last week the Chancellor announced his autumn statement, and amongst all the talk of growth and deficit cutting, there were some small pieces of good news on the tax side for small businesses. Firstly, Chancellor announced that from April 2013 the personal allowance will go up by more than he previously said, making it $9,440. Unfortunately for the self-employed, this won't really kick in until April 2014 due to the way that self-assessment works. He also threw a bit of a red herring for small companies when he announced that he was dropping the corporation tax rate by 1%. This only applied to the main rate of corporation tax, where most small companies are only paying 20% anyway. However, this is continuing a trend that was started a couple of years ago, so it will probably mean that eventually there'll just be one rate of corporation tax and nobody will have to worry about associated companies, which can only be a good thing. One thing he did with a view to increasing investment by small businesses was to re-increase the annual investment allowance to £250,000. This means that on capital expenditure, such as vans, plant and machinery, you'll now be able to claim back up to £250,000 of the cost in the year that you actually purchase the equipment. It's particularly useful for people who have JCBs, lorries, vans, that sort of thing. That was a bit of good news really, and that applies from January 2013. He also announced that capital gains tax exemption is going to go up by 1% per year from 2014, which was good news. On the downside, he's cutting pension contribution relief from £50,000 to £40,000, so you'll only be able to pay in £40,000 and get tax relief on that. That's applying from April 2014. The final main thing that he said concerned company cars. Companies that provide fuel for their private fuel for their employees, the rate at which that is assessed will now go up, which means that it's even less beneficial to have private fuel in your company. So maybe look at the mileage rate, and remember, if you're an owner-managed company, that applies to you as well. That was the highlights, if you like, of the autumn statement. There was a lot of detail underneath it. If you think anything is going to affect you, then please contact Screeton's Limited on 01827 715 264 or info@screetons.co.uk.